Welcome back to another episode of the SpeedRacinJason podcast. This is episode number 23, I believe. I'm very hyped to be back. I was trying to do one for the last couple of days. A lot of things have been going on. It was my birthday on the 3rd. I wanted to do a birthday podcast. That was 10 days ago. That's how long it's been. Either way, before we get into it, I need to pay some bills. If you guys have been watching the last couple episodes, you know what it is. There's pretty much nobody that is an actual ad sponsor for this podcast, which is A-okay because I don't need money for it, you know? I'm doing it no matter what. But I'd like to make some money for it, mainly because I'm pretty poor. But we're getting out of there, mainly thanks to my brand new 2 Patreons. I mean, one's a returning Patreon. Abby's been here for a while. Either way, Patreon is the only way I'm making money from doing these podcasts and doing all my drift videos. You know, so if you guys appreciate them, please go over to the podcast, check it. The Patreon, go check it out. I got the Gas Money Club, which is $2 a month. And for $2 a month, I'm going to call you at the end of the episode. And that's really exciting. You know, it kind of explains both of the tiers, but it kind of just says, like, that's the lowest of the tiers, but it's also a very important one. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, if you're giving me $2 a month, like, I'm in debt to you $2 a month. Like, I like you a lot. I like you. I appreciate you, you know? So there's actually nobody in that tier. They are both over in the $6 a month tier, which is the driver fee club, which kind of just ensures that I have enough money to drift out at Pat's Acres, which I should be this next event, as long as nothing happens in all these fires. I don't know. We'll get into that later. This Oregon's just crazy, man. 2020 is just crazy in general, if you know what I mean. But that $6 a month club, you get the same benefit as the first tier, which is I'm going to call you at the end of the episode, and then I'm also going to send you custom SpeedRacinJason stickers. If you're a local person, I won't really be sending them to you. I'll just drop them off at your house. I just dropped some off at Caleb's house the other day because that's how much I appreciate my Patreon subscribers. Now, let's get into the episode.
Shooting some b-ball outside of the school when a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood.
The last episode of the podcast was all the way back in like August 17th, I think now. It was with Ethan. Ethan came over and he's like, man, you and Corey went into it. You guys went for an hour. You know, you guys got deep. I want to get deep. So he just like, he comes over, man. He got deep is all I'm saying. Dude, we went for 2 hours and some minutes, I think. And we literally, at about 45 minutes to an hour, I kind of forget where it was, the camera died. I took the batteries out, plugged it back in, all during the podcast, charged the battery till the light was green. That's how long we kept going. I took that battery back out, put it back in the camera, and we just look like 2 completely different people because we just, in that hour time while the camera was off, dude, we just went hard. We just went into it, you know what I mean? It was a really good podcast. And so, yeah, I posted that, and then I think that was kind of the latest thing I posted up until this last weekend because I was just super busy. I was working on a bunch of stickers and stuff and working an extra shift or 2 at Joann's. I can't complain though, you know, staying busy but making money. If you guys could all hit over onto that Patreon though, we'll have to work at Joann's, bro. They're nice people, but I'm not trying to work at the fabric store. Either way, working a couple extra shifts there, so I was just super busy all the way up until ParkFest. I busted out 150 stickers for Villains Drift Team, which is super exciting because that's the first round of stickers I've ever made for them, and hopefully they call me for some more. And I don't know, just like really like all of the stuff that they do, so it's sick to be making like stickers for someone that I kind of look up to, you know, I guess. And then I also did 100 for Nick over at Some Bitch Racing and took all of that stuff out to Pat's Acres. I took out a couple extra stuff, you know, for Some Bitch. They had all of the banners and stuff that I make for them, and we got all of their cars like wrapped up and stuff like the kind of the week beforehand. One of their friends, the other Nick from some bitch, I put some of the logos from his company on the side of his car because they kind of sponsored him, and then so did another company called Point S, for tires, and I don't know, just big things, so we were just busy all the way up until ParkFest, which was last weekend and 2 weekends ago, now that I'm thinking about it. It was the 4th, 5th, and 6th, or whatever. It was like the weekend of my birthday, because my birthday was on the 3rd, so we all hung out. Me, Colby, Tanner, Ethan, and Abby, and then the night after that, me, Abby, and her friend Abby also went to a casino. Like, we were just doing all sorts of stuff. We were bouncing back and forth, went to the casino, had a little bit of birthday luck, because that's the only time you win on a casino, if you know what I mean. Like, if you go there, dude, you don't win other than on your birthday, because they just want to toss you like a quick 60. It's not like I won big or anything, if you know what I mean. I won like $60, but that was enough to buy drinks all night long and gamble, and just kind of spend a little bit of money, which is nice. And then, so then we made it out to ParkFest that same weekend. I was on media this time. My ankle's doing a lot better. I'm walking again. No more ankle brace. I still wear like this like little meshy one when I'm doing anything like high impact or anything like that. Like I just skateboarded again. Dude, I got so much fucking stuff to tell you guys, dude. I'm hyped up about it. And I don't know. I don't want to go too ADD on you, but there's just so much good stuff. So I was out on media, walking around, because I can walk now. It was hype. I was fucking stoked. Had the gimbal out there. Everybody, after I put the video together, everybody was like, oh my God, that's heat. I really liked it, and I thought it was heat, if I could toot my own horn for a second. Because, I don't know, I've had that gimbal for a couple events now, and I think I'm kind of just really starting to get the hang of it type of thing, and, it was just a good day. The camera settings were right. It was kind of like smoky haze, because that's right when the fires were starting to come in, which we'll get into still. So I posted the YouTube video, got that out. That's doing really well. I just posted it a couple days ago. It's already at like 400 views or something, which is like a lot for my channel. Shout out to you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Maybe you guys are just watching this podcast because you like the drift video. You're like, man, I've never checked out his stuff before. Maybe you did. Maybe you checked it out a long time ago. You're like, man, this is trash. You just decided to recheck it out because you saw like some of the heat clips I got this weekend and the edit, and then you're like, man, he's doing podcasts too now, and so you're over here now. Like, shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys for being here. Anyone that's listening. So, got the YouTube video posted. I have some more clips that I didn't even post in the video, because I kind of want to make like some personal edits for people. And, when you're posting like a YouTube video like that, I try and use like the best clips I got of you, and especially like in that one, I was kind of like trying to limit it to more like 2 clips of you, if it was tandems of different people, that doesn't really count. But I was trying to just get a variety of the people, I don't want to have a drift video that's like, the whole thing is 7 minutes of like one car just getting loud. Unless it's like more of like when I go out to park, then I guess I'm selfish and I'm like, yeah, put me in it a lot. Because, you guys are here, I kind of think, for me at least a little bit. So you guys probably want to see it. But yeah, so I got a lot of clips left over still. You'll probably be seeing some more content coming from that. If I'm being honest with you, I know for a fucking fact you'll be seeing a little bit more content from that, because I got a video lined up with, I don't know, it's a secret. I probably shouldn't say, but they got some of the clips from the other media people out at Pat's Acres. So this will be kind of like the first video that I have all of their clips that I get to edit with mine. And I think that'll be super sick. And I want you guys to check that out when it does come out. But yeah, that's like 10 days ago. What is it? 8 days ago, because it's the 13th. Put it at the 5, the 5th of the month. So yeah, like 8 days ago. So what else has been happening, After Pat's Acres, like, and I guess it was kind of starting that day, but it wasn't really that bad. Oregon's just been on fire, which is crazy. Like, it's so smoky and orange, and it's just wild, the weather the last couple of days. But I think it's finally getting to a point where, they're kind of starting to contain it a little bit more. The humidity is really high right now, and I think it's going to rain in the next couple of days. At least that's what the phone's saying, and everybody here is kind of praying for rain because a lot of people have been having to evacuate. So anyone that had to do that, my prayers go out to you. I'm not even that religious of a guy, but I still think that's really shitty if you got to leave the house, And same thing like here, we're not like too concerned about the current situation. Like it seems like all the fires are kind of still far enough away, but you never know, you can just, that's a quick one. I mean, that's a crazy way to lose your stuff is in a fire, especially when it's like so dry like this, especially if it's just a real fast thing. I mean, I keep going, like, especially during the last couple of days, it was real bad, and I was working at Joann's, and it's like going to my shift at Joann's, and everything was fine at the house before I left, but I did have like a little bit of that anxiety. I'm like, dude, if I got off my shift at Joann's to find out all my shit was burned or we had to evacuate, I'd be pretty fucking ticked off, dude, because I'd much rather have that 3 hour or that 5 hours beforehand, instead of going to Joann's. I'd rather be at the house trying to pack up some shit, because it can just flip real fast. And so hopefully it rains and then that gets all taken care of. And I don't want to stay on that for too long because that's kind of depressing. I got some pictures and shit I'm sure I'll be throwing up throughout me talking about the fires, because I will say it's definitely been crazy, but it's kind of been oddly kind of cool looking. You know what I mean? Like, other than like when it's all smoky, that's no fun because it just feels like shit. Like, I don't know if you guys know too much about it, but it was saying, I was reading, it was like the air index quality on this, like, been checking this one app, it's called purpleair.com or whatever. They got an app too, but it has all these little air index monitors. Abby's mom showed it to me, So I got all into that, and it was like, for a while there, last night, our air index was like 590 or something. And then like, once I read the actual metrics of that, it said like, it starts getting hazardous at like 100, You need to start wearing a mask at like 100. So we're like 5 times that right now. And like, Kay Brown said, and like, I know she's pretty fucking, what's the word there? Polarizing, A lot of people probably wouldn't like me quoting her on my podcast. A lot of people maybe would. I don't fucking know. I don't like anybody, dude. All those people suck. Either way, she said it was like a once in a generational thing. I read that in a quote, and I was like, that's probably true because I've been living here for a while. And, like, I think it was in like 2017, there was like the really bad fires down in California, and we actually like, it was so bad down there that the smoke had like came all the way up to us type of thing. And other than that, at least in my lifetime, I haven't seen anything like this, man. Like, it looked like that scene from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like, this is a deep cut right here. I don't know if you guys are gonna get this one, but what's his name, General Zhao or whatever, he like takes one of the koi fish out of the pond of the northern air or water tribe, and then like the whole sky goes red because like that koi fish is the moon or whatever. That's like literally what it's been looking like. It's been looking like red skies, apocalyptic and stuff. And it was like really high winds, so that wasn't helping any of the fires. That was just making it way worse. And because of those super high winds and like red skies, me and Abby left and went and drove somewhere one night, and it was like all smoky outside. You couldn't see, the sky's red, and then like the traffic lights are standing straight out like horizontally because of how hard the wind's blowing. The trees are like sideways. It was like, God, dude. And then with that on top of the coronavirus, it's like, holy shit, it's the apocalypse, man. But we're still staying in good vibes over here at the SpeedRacinJason household, and I guess that's the way I'm ending the fire talk. I hope everyone is okay, and hopefully we won't have to worry about it in the next couple of days if it starts raining. That's rough. I don't know. No good, man. You can't get into the fire talk. It sounds like it gets into a real bummer real fast, I feel like. Like, I should have saved that till after. So we're going to cut it right here for a brief second because I have to get ready because I'm calling people for the Patreon. subscribers. You know, we got to call Abby and we got to call Caleb real fast. And that's how we're going to end out the episodes. That's how we're ending out all the episodes. This is just a quick little podcast that I wanted to bring to you guys because I've been trying to get one done for the last couple of days. There's nobody here joining me today, but that doesn't matter because I'm going down to Abby's house later tonight. So I really wanted to just get like quick little 30-minute update, you know, type of thing. Because I had a lot of stuff to talk about. I feel like a lot of cool stuff has been happening, and I've been lacking in the podcast game because I've been so busy, you know. If you do a lot of stuff, it's fun, and then it takes up all the time, and then the podcast gets pushed to the back a little bit, and I don't want to be doing that. I want to still be bringing them to you. So yeah, we'll be right back. Okay, thanks to the wonderful world of editing, bro, we're back. And honestly, I haven't even moved out of this chair. I was just texting Abby and Caleb to try and make sure they're ready before I call them. Because if you guys watch the episode with Ethan, I think you guys should at least go check this part out real fast because it was pretty funny. We called Abby. Me and Ethan went deep. Like I said, we went till like 2 o'clock in the morning. We called Abby at 2 o'clock in the morning. She's like half asleep, and she's like, oh. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? You're on the SpeedRacinJason. And so I didn't want to do that to her again. I wanted to kind of give her at least a little bit of a warning, and she says she's ready, so I'm calling her. Let's do it, dude. Let's toss her on speaker. Hello, that was a quick answer. Thank you for being ready. I was just telling the people on the podcast how last time I called you, you were not so ready.
Yeah, I was like 500% asleep.
You were. It was kind of, I felt a little bit of bad, to be honest with you. I was like, I wasn't trying to wake you up. I was just trying to call you and tell you that we appreciate you subscribing to the Patreon, bro.
At 2 a.m.
Yep, at 2 a.m., drunk with Ethan. Ethan was showing his support too. He's like, shout out to you. Either way,
Thanks, Ethan.
well, shout out to you too, because I was supposed to be down at your house like 30 minutes ago or like an hour ago or even earlier than that. But yeah, it's been a little bit behind, but you have been so chill about letting me still film this podcast and not being upset and still being a great Patreon supporter. And I'm going to see you here pretty soon and use you for your Wi-Fi and upload this podcast.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I'm just kidding. I love you. I love you. I'm very excited to see you.
I'm excited to see you too. So how's it going so far?
It's going pretty good. I think it's been a pretty good podcast, even though the viewers don't know, but I was losing my shit before we started because the second we started filming, Coda started doing the toolbox thing, thinking there's a ball behind there.
Barking at it?
Yep. And then what did you do when I texted you saying I was having a mental breakdown?
Gave you options?
You gave me options and talked me down off of the ledge, and I appreciate it because it led to a great fucking podcast, I think.
Good.
I think so. You know, it's only been it's kind of a quick one, you know, and I just kind of updated them because, you know, like I was telling you, I was trying to do a podcast on my birthday and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's been a minute,
Yeah.
and that was like 10 days ago, you know, and I still hadn't done one. So I was like, shit, we really got to get it.
We'll have to do a Crown Royal birthday podcast Monday.
Oh, God, yeah, dude. The viewers don't even know that, but Tanner got me a bottle of Crown Royal Black. So let's have a fun night and a good podcast.
Make those sweet and sours.
Yes. Is that tomorrow night? Is that what we're doing? Or me and you filming a podcast and getting drunk on Crown Royal?
It sounds like a good idea right now.
It sounds like a great idea, and I think the viewers are now looking forward to it, so you can't slack on that and back out of drinking. You have to now. We gotta have a fun-ass... Dude, I'm down. Let's do that.
This might be a 3-podcast week.
I know.
One today, one tomorrow, and then you might do another one later.
Seriously, dude, I gotta start busting these things out. I'm trying to... There's so many podcasts that are at like 1,000. You know, Joe Rogan's at like 1,500. Dude, I'm never gonna catch up to that.
I think you could.
I think I could,
like
but...
numbers?
Yeah, not at my rate right now, you know? If I'm posting like one every...
I thought you meant like how many people listen to it.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
I'm like, you
Yeah,
could do 1,500. What?
oh yeah, we can do 1,500, babes, but I don't know about Joe Rogan's subscriber count either. I don't think I can count up to that number either, bro.
I think it'll be a little bit of time until you reach 1,500 episodes.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Well, and reaching like the 10 million subscribers that he's at too. That would be pretty intense. To be
hey,
honest
that
with you,
took over 10 years though.
to be honest with you, if I could hit like a tenth of that, I'd be happy, dude.
Just takes time.
Exactly. But what were we just talking about before that little ramble right there? I felt like we were talking about something.
Last in my brain folder is Joe Rogan, so I don't think I remember far back enough.
I know, me neither. Now you know how it is. You bring up Joe Rogan, and my brain just starts wandering to pictures of him with his shirt off, and him good scenes from Fear Factor. And I'm just kidding. That was way too long of a pause and then a laugh. That was like the awkward laugh after it wasn't funny. You know what I mean?
Laugh, huh?
I'm just kidding. Alrighty. Well, I don't know. I don't know what we were talking about before Joe Rogan. Either way, is there anything that you wanted to tell the podcast? Because you actually said you wanted to be on a podcast again last night. You were like, wait, you're filming another one?
Yeah, I didn't really have anything like I wanted to say.
I feel
I
you.
just kind of wanted to be there.
I'm still glad that you're like wanting to be there. That's pretty exciting, right? That's girlfriend goals. She wants to be on your podcast that like not very many people watch and it's not super popular, you know? Because like if I had like a Joe Rogan podcast, of course you'd kind of want to be on it, but you know, like 50 people, you're like, but you're still into it. That's some love, dude. Real one.
I want to support you for sure.
I appreciate it. You definitely do. What? You were the first Patreon subscriber.
Hey, Caleb's not that far behind.
I know. Caleb is the new Patreon subscriber. I talked about that in my little ad read, too. I was like, shout out to him. I posted my first Patreon post last night. You saw that?
You did.
I did, dude, and I was super hyped up about it because I didn't really know how. I'm learning how this app works with you guys, so.
Yeah, but it was really exciting to even just get that random notification. Because it's like, oh my god, like it does work and like it is an actual thing, you know?
Exactly, and then like, I thought it was funny because I put the picture of Bert.
Yes.
Like, I was thinking, you know, like, the Patreon, I think the Patreon's so cool because, one, it's kind of like my YouTube channel. If anyone comments on something on my Patreon, of course I'm going to, like, comment back and have, like, actual conversation. You can, like, message people on there and stuff. And then, like, what I think is even cooler about it is when I post on YouTube, it's going to just everyone. Whereas, like, when I post on Patreon, it's going to, like, real fucking niche people. So like
Real fan.
yeah, I can post kind of whatever the fuck I want on the Patreon, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like pretty excited for that.
Yeah, you're not gonna get like a random cancel because you know it's the people that hard support.
Exactly. And
even like just for $1.
exactly, dude. The lowest tier is $2, but like I even thought about making one for $1 too, just being like, but I don't know. It doesn't matter. Shout out to anyone that does subscribe, dude.
For real.
Oh, which is the total of you two, but you two are now my favorite people in Sober October. I'm just kidding. Dude, that's coming up this year. Are we doing that this year?
I think I need more time to decide.
I feel like I should, but the actual wanting to is questionable.
Yeah, I'm like, I have the morals to where I know I should, but
Yeah.
am I like that mentally stable right now, man?
Exactly. It's like, I remember last time we made it like 11 days or like 14 days and we were like,
Nah, we made it 12.
12.
12 days.
We made it 12 days. of October, and we were like, all right, let's just smoke weed. Like, we learned our lesson. We'll just smoke less weed. And then we kind of didn't because we're back in the same boat again.
Honestly, I feel like it's kind of improved though, because we definitely have the times where it gets heavier, but overall, like, we understand that, you know, it's just kind of better to get throughout the day with a clear head.
Exactly.
You know?
And I feel like when we did Sober October, I feel like after we did it, I like really felt like I was like, okay, I don't have to smoke weed before everything. So like,
exactly.
when I don't smoke weed now, I'm not like bummed out.
You're not like, oh wait, where's the rip? Oh my god, what'd I do?
Exactly. 1 second.
It's like,
You're good. The camera just did the little thing where it like shut off after.
If it turned off.
Yeah, it just shut off because I've been recording for like exactly 30 minutes now. And like every 30, it just like stops. It's like, I recorded too much. But yeah, exactly. I think in the long run, Sober October is a good thing. And we should probably do it again.
Probably.
Can we do like a joint custody type Sober October where we make a pact that we can't smoke weed before like 8 o'clock?
Oh yeah, I'm down for something like that, like a limit October.
A limit October. I kind of like a limit October.
A limit October.
Dude, I don't know, but I also feel like it's so good to push yourself and try and just go the full 30.
Yeah, I mean it is.
It is, but I'm like, I don't know. I wonder how many people out.
Decision.
I think a lot of people last year, I feel like, actually did Sober October.
Yeah.
Like, it seemed like a lot of, like, just random people I'd talk to would be like, oh yeah, I'm doing it too.
Too many people watch Rogan.
I know, but I kind of think it's a good thing, you know? I wonder how much. I think we talked about that last year. I wonder if, like, dispensary sales legitimately go down.
Probably. We'll have to look at that this year.
Like, October is just, like, significantly down because, like, half the population listens to Joe Rogan.
What if?
I don't know. Alrighty, babes. If you want me to come down, I think I should get off the phone with you and kind of wrap up this podcast.
Alright, sounds good.
Okay, well, thank you for letting me call you. I appreciate it.
Go pee after 4 hours.
I know, dude. Well, I've been like, I took a quick second break, like in between calling the Patreon subscribers. So I was like, "Are you sure you don't want to go to the bathroom beforehand?"
Oh, did you like call Caleb?
No, I didn't even call Caleb yet. I'm supposed to still call him, but he hasn't opened my Snapchat, so I doubt he's gonna answer. I bet you he's still asleep, but I'm still gonna give him a call.
Could call him Monday.
Exactly. If he doesn't get a call this one, he'll get called next time. Okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I think I maybe talked over your response or something, or it didn't come through.
No, I didn't really know what to say.
No, you're fine. I was just like, I don't know if she heard me. Okay. Well, I'll talk to you later. I love you, and I'll see you soon.
I love you too. Bye.
Bye. Wow. Good call, bro. I think that was a good Patreon call. And to be honest with you guys, I don't know if she's watching this section. Who knows? I can't tell you. I can't tell you if she watches the podcast, but kind of thought I was in trouble, if I'm being honest, because I am running a little bit late, and she doesn't seem mad, so shout the fuck out to her. Love that. I love it when you're like, kind of think you're in trouble with the girlfriend, you know? I'm like, sorry, I'm like an hour and a half late to your house. I still got to film this podcast, you know? And then she's not too upset about it. So shout out to her. And like I told her, I still need to try and call Caleb, but it says delivered 49 minutes ago. And I think I'm about to call. Oh, just now, dude. Literally as we were talking. Oh, bro, we're calling him now. Let's do it. One second. Yo, bro, you're on the Speed Racing Jason podcast.
Nice.
Nice, dude. How are you doing on this fine morning? Did you just wake up?
Nah, I'm watching the football games.
Did the Raiders end up winning? The Panthers? They were winning.
30-34.
Wait, the Raiders lost?
Mm-mm.
Oh, good, bro. Good comeback, bro. Saw that? Football's back, baby, dude. Hyped up. I don't even watch.
Are you actually, though? Don't lie.
I actually, dude,
No one watches football.
I'm
the only one who watches it.
I told you I only pay attention to the Raiders, literally, especially after my grandpa died. That's the only team I'm watching, and Google fucking listens to my conversations, and they know that. So last night, they sent me a notification. I didn't even know football was starting, if I'm being honest with you. But I got a notification last night from Google, Panthers versus the Raiders today, and all day long, I've literally just been checking the score like I live in the 20s because I don't have internet out here. So I can't watch it on really pretty much anything. So I just check the score as if it's like the radio. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like
I
I look at, I'll send you, I mean, if you look up a game, you know how it shows like the quarters and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally what I look at, dude.
I got like 3 games going right now, so it's like, yeah.
Are you playing fantasy too?
Nah.
Dude, you should,
I'm
bro.
not into that.
Get on DraftKings.
That's what a lot of people do, bro. I don't know.
I'm
I don't
just
know any, like, do you do it?
No, I'm just saying I could see you being like super fucking into it and being like oddly way too good. You're like the guy that wins the fucking Mega Million on DraftKings.
That's iffy, but I don't know about that one.
I feel you, bro. No, I don't know, dude. I'm glad you answered, dude. Literally, did you just open my Snapchat?
Yeah.
It was kind of crazy because I was talking shit on the podcast. I was like, he hasn't even opened the Snapchat. I bet you he's not even going to answer. And then literally, it just said, I know, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be talking shit about my favorite Patreon subscriber, bro. But
I comment on everything.
thank you, dude. We appreciate the support around here. I talked about you in the Patreon ad info, you know, at the beginning.
I tried to convince Ethan to do it too.
Dude.
I told him I did the tier 2, and he was kind of mad I did tier 2, and I told him, like, there's no tier 3, you just gotta do, like, a fucking donation. Because he's trying to one-up me, bro. He was mad.
Oh, okay, yeah, so he needs, okay, yeah, I'll fucking make a higher tier if Ethan wants to pay more. That's the only reason he's not subscribed to the Patreon. Bro, shout out to you for subscribing to the second tier. Can you tell the guests, the patron, you know what I'm trying to say, podcast listeners, what that means?
So pretty much, if you are a tier 2 subscriber, SpeedRacinJason delivers a care package to you.
Yeah, bro. I mean, not to everyone that's a tier 2 subscriber. If you live in like Michigan, I ain't fucking driving to you, but if you're like Caleb, I'm driving to your house like I did the other day.
Portland area?
Yeah, Portland area.
Portland area, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So subscribe to the second tier and you get, I think on the website it says 1 Speed Racing Jason sticker, but I definitely hook it up with a stack.
I tried to convince Corey to do it, but he's honestly just like a fake supporter. Like, he'll like the photos, but he won't actually subscribe.
Yeah, I know.
I told him it's only $6, and he's like, "That's too much."
He'll come on the podcast, but won't tell people he was on it.
Oh yeah, 100%. Fake supporter.
Won't listen to the other episodes. Just wants to be on it. Bro, I'm just kidding. I don't fucking care.
He just wanted to gas up the E36. I know.
Dude, I know. Literally, that's all he wanted. Well, that's going to be the next tier is like you get stickers and you get like a little personal ad read. So maybe Ethan will buy that one and I can just read like his Instagram.
Yeah, dude, Ethan is kind of mad, bro. This whole website thing that's been going down, bro, it's just been a shitstorm.
Dude, I had to call Ethan yesterday and I hope he wasn't mad at me because I thought our conversation was really nice. Because I got roped into the shitstorm, even though I fucking didn't do anything.
Ethan, like, unless you're running this website, creating business on a very professional level, due dates and everything, like, he's like, it just bugs me how he's begging for money, and it's like, Ethan is like his lifeline, and it's like, I get it, yeah, Ethan owes him some money, but at the same time, like, there's no contract written, it's all like hearsay, and it's like he's over here crying for this $200 because he can't make a car payment, and it's like, I don't know. It's
I don't know.
Everyone's in their own situation, but like, I don't go begging for money. Like
I feel that. I guess I'm kind of sitting here right now going, how much of this should I leave in the podcast for everyone?
If he reads this, I'm not hating. I don't hate him. It's just this specific situation is just like a 50-50 clusterfuck. Ethan probably didn't budget his money perfectly, but at the same time, like,
I told Ethan,
I don't know.
I told Ethan yesterday that I don't have a lot of money, but I'd send him a little bit of money. Let's cash the fuck out with this dude, and I'll make whatever watermark he was talking about, and we'll just get it worked out.
And me and Ethan were talking, like, we could have just gone on Fiverr and found some 10-year-old who would have done it for like $50, and it's like, Ethan was just trying to help this guy out, and then he just was getting angry at us, and it's like,
I don't know. I feel it,
really
bro.
Gotten involved in the situation because, like, I knew this shit was gonna go down, bro. I knew it.
That's kind of, I always kind of feel that way, and that's why I don't like doing anything with anyone most of the time. So I stayed out of it. I did the same thing. I was like, just all of a sudden, I'm like, okay, Ethan, I was staying out of it, but I got a novel sent to me this morning, so I love you, bro, but I'm calling you. Let's talk about it for a brief second.
Like, when you do your stickers for businesses, do you, like, you quote the job and then you give them, like, you're done by, like, a day or two, and, like, all the work is complete, and, like, you can, like, almost sign off on it, and then you get paid, right?
Yeah, I mean, dude, I try and get it done ASAP, you know? It's usually, like, within that. It's definitely, it depends on how big the job is, you know, but it's usually within the week, at least, for sure, and I tell them a deadline for sure, you know, and a set up time, and then, yeah, I take it out there, and once I do it, I get all the work done that day, or if I can't get it done that day, you know, I come back the next day, and it's like, then I take the bill out, and then just get it all done, you know, and try and make the customer happy.
And then you sign your half off, and, yeah, it's just kind of all on the thing, but, have you been doing stickers lately?
Yeah, bro.
Doing many?
Well, I didn't even put it into the Pat's Acres video, really, but, well, no, I did. I put it into did you watch the video?
I saw the ones you sold to Villains or Drift Taxi. He had a bunch of those, and...
Yeah, I did 150 for him, and then I did 100 for Nick over
They look good, though.
Thank you, bro.
They look good.
They took...
I have a couple Villain stickers, like, before. I don't know if you made them, but, like, they look kind of the same.
No, dude, he made them back in the day. Like, I guess they have a vinyl cutter, but I talked to him one day about it, and he was like, yeah, you know, nobody wants to sit down and peel 200 stickers. And I'm like, well, I do. Or I'm like, I do if I'm getting paid for it, you know? And so I kind of told him about it or whatever, and then he just sent me, like, the logos, and then I took them and made a sample, you know, and he was like, looks great. Can I get 50 of each of them? And so he sent me the 3 different styles, so that was 150
of them. I love
how
Drift Taxi just, like, loves you. It's so funny.
Bro, I love Drift Taxi. He's such a sweet guy.
Dude, I think he hates me because I was standing next to Corey when we were standing by his car once, and Corey was saying how the purple stickers looked ugly, and he just kind of looked over at both of us as if I was included with that statement.
You're like, dude, I don't know. He said it, not me.
Bro, Corey was hating on every car. I was kind of too, but, like, only on the, like, the shit boxes, like the $3,000 straight piped.
I know.
Annoying. Yeah.
I feel you. That's really funny, though, because that's totally a Corey move to be in a public situation with you. Say something loud enough that people are mad at both of you.
You know where he parks and, like, that fence? And there's, like, those benches right by, like, that white tent?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were right there. Like, 2 feet.
Makes
2 feet
sense.
away.
Well, dude, I came over and dropped off those stickers, and you were giving me shit about not driving the 240, and I was just talking shit on this podcast, but next event I'll be there.
Actually, though? Driving?
Actually, though. Like, 100%.
Damn.
Are you trusting me right now?
I wanted to drive Park Fest, but, like, it was probably popping the whole weekend, and it's a lot of effort.
Yeah, exactly. The last day was pretty open, and it would have been a good day to drift, but either way, fucking, I don't know. I'm getting some tires, like, this week. Shout out to Colby.
Post?
And, because Colby's a nice friend, bro, and he was like, he messaged me yesterday, and I guess he was trying to buy me, like, a fucking part for my 240 that Abby said I kind of wanted or whatever. And he was like, dude, I'm just trying to buy you a nice birthday present. And I'm like, don't fucking buy me anything. And then, he's like, yeah, I can't get this thing to even work, so I'm just telling you that I was trying to buy this for you. If there's anything else you want, or if you could figure out how to make their website work. Like, I guess he couldn't work out NRG's website. And so he was like,
Myers back from Chandler.
No, I sold it to Trey. Chandler sold it to me. My old quick release. Either way, Colby then sends me a text message and he goes, if you want, like, tires or something instead, like, dude, let's get those. Like, I know you don't really need a quick release.
Do you still have water in your coolant, in your system?
Yeah.
Water?
Yeah.
You're a savage.
Yeah, bro, I'm not draining that out. It's global, dude.
It froze this last winter.
Hey, do you know what's happening right now? The world's on fire. I don't need to worry about my coolant freezing, my water freezing.
Yeah, it already froze. That block is cracked in half right now.
Bro, why do you have to hate?
No fluids in it. You have no fluids.
I have fluids in it. I checked the oil last time, and I swear to God there was oil in it.
That's scary.
Dude, the car's scary because I also just walked out there, like, I don't know, 2 months ago with Abby or whatever, started the thing right up.
Did it crank for a little bit?
No. It was.
Did you give it a little gas?
I give it a tiny little push on the gas and it was, whoa! Just fucking started right up, dude. It knows what's up. I think, though, like, legitimately, if I were to drift out of park now because they're so, like, stingy about, like, oil leaking and stuff.
Tire dropping, dirt dropping.
Well, I don't think I'd really, like, dirt drop all that much. Hopefully not, at least. But I think I'll need to do something about my oil. Oh, bro. Hangs up on me. What happened? Do I call him back? We're having technical difficulties, guys. I don't know. We'll call him back. We'll end this up real fast because Abby just sent me an ETA text, and like I said, I thought she wasn't mad, but she could be. She could be if I talk to Caleb for another hour on the podcast. We're trying to call Caleb back right now, but my phone sucks.
Reached the voicemail box of 503.
Whoa, we can't give Caleb's full phone number out like that. Okay, I guess, I think his phone maybe died or something. That was really weird. Or he was just done talking. Either way, I guess where I was going with that is if I go out and drift park, they're really stingy about leaking oil now. So I kind of think I need to do something about the 240 because it does leak a little bit of oil. As much shit as Caleb was talking, it's not that bad, but there is definitely something. So I don't know. This week, probably, we'll pull the bad boy out. We're getting some tires. Like I said, Colby was just trying to be fucking nice guy this year, I guess. So shout out to him. And he's like, Yeah, so I sent him a picture of these tires on OfferUp. You know, I found a set for like $100, and he was just like, boom, sent me $100, and I'm like, I love you. Thank you, bro. Thank you. And even though I love Abby, does that mean Colby gets first ride along at the next event? I'm just kidding. I don't know. So we'll get that all worked out. I'm sure that'll kind of be a video. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Sorry to Caleb because, I don't know, called him back. He didn't answer. Maybe if he calls me in a second. I feel bad, though, because I'm ending up the podcast right now, and I bet you he calls me back, dude. The second I turn off the camera. You know how it goes. Either way, love you guys. Have a great rest of your day. This was just going to be a quick one, and it turned into almost an hour, you know? So have a good one. Bye-bye.